this next story that we're gonna be talking about that came across my feed tonight is also a whopper and a doozy. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of crazy shit going on, man. Let me pull this story up, man. Here you go. You got 8 New York City suspects accused of stealing $2 million in COVID relief and flaunting their cash online. And these are young black males. As you can see, this young black dude right here. This is a kid, man. This is not a man. This is a kid. It says surveillance footage shows the suspect are the surveillance footage shows the suspect Armani Miller withdrawing cash from an ATM at the Capital One branch. The U.S. Department of Justice. Here he go. Damn, boy, these little motherfuckers got it off. These are children, man. Surveillance footage shows alleged suspect Carlos Vasquez and Angela Cabrera withdrawing cash also. They're all on surveillance at the ATM. It says surveillance footage shows the suspect Armani Miller withdrawing cash from another ATM Capital One branch. They must have been tracking these people here, man. It says a young group of men allegedly ripped off $2 million in COVID relief funds by stealing personal information from people in the assistance program, funneling their money to personal banks and withdrawing the cash at banks in Brooklyn and Queens. Many of the young men flaunted their illegal gotten fortunes on social media, posting pictures of themselves with large piles of cash, court documents show. 6 of the 8 defendants, ranging from ages 18 to 25, were charged Tuesday in Brooklyn's federal court. Documents show 2 suspects, Armani Miller, 24, and Johan Santos, 19, are still at large. Prosecutors said they are still looking for these 2. They out there living their best life, man. They on your ass. You know you can't be taking Uncle Sam's money, so I would advise you to spend as much of that motherfucking money as quick as humanly possible, because they on your ass, man. You messing with them white people money, man. You out here messing with the white people money, man. It says the suspects were caught with a combined total of more than 100 key bank debit cards in other people's names that they used to make brazen simultaneous large withdrawals from Capital One ATMs in Flatlands and various locations in Eastern Queens. Documents and surveillance images allege. I don't think it's alleged. Like the surveillance images is showing their ass withdrawing the money. They kill me when they be saying shit is alleged after we know the facts. The suspects also carelessly used the same address and cell phone numbers for multiple false claims, according to the prosecutors. God, look at this nigga, man. Makes no goddamn sense, man. They about to go do some serious time, boy. They about to throw these little young bucks under the jail. Man, this is crazy, man. Alleged suspect Carlos Vasquez shows off cash from a stolen COVID-19 relief fund. Look at that shit, man. He got a stack of money as large as his head. Boy. You better run, nigga, run. I think he one of the ones they ain't catch yet. I wish I knew his little ass. I'd be like, hey, man, you might as well go ahead and let me hold on to that till you come home. Listen, man, you about to go do a long bid. Your youth is gone, nigga. You had a good 2-month, 3-month run. You might as well give me that cash. Let me hold on to it. Don't worry. In about 25, 30 years, I got you, homie, when you come home. I'm going to take care of your commissary. Look at this fool here. That's why these people can't do crimes no more. This new young generation is just dumb as hell, man. Everything they do. Why would you post your illegal criminal activity online, man? I mean, is it really? I guess I don't get it, man. That's like back in the day when we were growing up. If we gonna rob a bank and we gonna go ahead and take a video camera and record ourselves, mask off and everything. They don't need the surveillance. We took out all the surveillance footage and everything. We took out all the surveillance cameras and everything on the robbery, but we gonna go ahead and goddamn film ourselves and then leave the tape behind in the bank as we walk out. That's the equivalent of doing that. That's the equivalent of doing a bank robbery and filming your goddamn self with no goddamn, no mask, no nothing. It says alleged suspect Carlos Vasquez flaunts cash on social media. He living his best life. Look at him. What the hell they was thinking, man? They in all types of shit now. This nigga got on a tiger stripe. This nigga got on a tiger stripe velour jumpsuit. Beamer Benz. What kind of car is that? I can't really tell. What is that? Beamer Benz Bentley, huh? This fool here, man. This says alleged suspect Angela Cabrera shows off a wad of cash. But these boys fresh to death. It says the scam began last June and continued through April, prosecutor said. It is unclear how the suspects allegedly stole the victim's personal information. There is never an excuse knowingly to commit fraud and steal from a system that was designed to help New Yorkers in a time of need, stated NYSDOL Commissioner Reardon. However, it's even more despicable when these thieves steal a lifeline from New Yorkers in the midst of a public health pandemic. Oh, you mean like the government and the governors and the mayors and all the politicians? It's despicable and deplorable when young black African American men or young black Latino men do basically the same thing that old geriatric white men do all the fucking time on a daily basis. Why is it despicable when they do it, but it's not despicable when you and your colleagues do it, right? They steal it from a system and take it from a system that was meant to help every motherfucking state representative. You can say that about most of them, right? In every state, in every city. The corrupt politicians are taking everything. There's no help for none of the people that live in the neighborhoods. You can't get no help with your light bill. You can't get no help with your rent. You know, even all the little social programs that they have set up in these towns and neighborhoods and cities. When you go there for help, the funds are always depleted. They never have any funds. Yet alone, the goddamn governor and the mayors are living in multi-million-dollar homes and mansions, not even amongst the goddamn people they supposed to be overseeing and governing. They have the most time don't have no fucking idea what's going on the ground, and they use all the funds that are supposed to go to the people, especially from the federal level. When the federal government sends that money to the state, they all fatten and line their goddamn pockets. So basically, you're gonna talk shit about these black, young, and Latino men who found a way to do exactly what old white men been doing since the beginning of fucking time. Old white men and young white men. Right. They found a way to game the system. Oh, you mean like the way Donald Trump gamed the system and was able to pay $0 in taxes? Or maybe you mean like the way Bill Gates gamed the system and he was able to pay less taxes than his secretary. You mean game the system like that? Oh, maybe you mean like game the system like Governor Cuomo, who was able to get $5 million for a book deal after killing nursing home residents and acting like he was the savior of the COVID-19 crisis. You mean game the system like that? What you mean by gaining the system? If they're despicable and none of these other people despicable, or maybe you mean gaining the system like a Nancy Pelosi who goes and buys stock into Microsoft. Wow, look at that, just as Microsoft for billions of dollars. You mean all the insider trading that goes on amongst almost every politician in Washington? Is that despicable like that? That's why these black and Latino men, boys are despicable? They're despicable like a Nancy Pelosi. Oh, I agree, Nancy Pelosi is a despicable creature because they're gaming the damn system. Every time it comes to do with black or Latino men, they always try to use the words like despicable, deplorable, and like it's so criminal. Why? And then tomorrow, these same white people are going to be doing the same exact thing or even worse. So save me that bullshit and spare me. Right? Spare me that game in the system. These boys look like, I'm pretty sure they come from poverty and they found a way to goddamn live their best life. Right? If you want to lock them up and you want to call them despicable and you want to throw the book at them, then you should go take everybody out of the halls of Congress and the fucking Senate and you should let them stand trial with them. I can't wait till the reckoning comes and people actually wake the fuck up to start holding these people, these fucking hypocrites, because that's what they are. They're hypocrites, accountable. They're despicable. Come on, man. And then you have so many people that are so blinded by the system, they go along with, yeah, they're despicable. They stole money, man. It's taxpayer dollars. While every fucking day you wake up, these white men and white women are robbing you fucking blind. That's all they do is steal taxpayer money. To fund fucking wars, to fund their $1 million. I think Nancy Pelosi got like a $600,000 refrigerator in her gut. Nancy Pelosi got a goddamn refrigerator in her house that's worth more than most black people's homes. The black people that can afford to even have a goddamn home. So please spare me the fucking despicable talk. Alleged suspect Seth Golden lays out cash on top of a car on social media. I would say that I don't know, I'm not going to say they're despicable, but I'm going to say they pretty damn stupid. But you know what they were thinking about? He was trying to get some of that poo nanny. That's all these boys thinking about. These boys young, man, 18 and shit, 25, man. You know, what's the point? Ain't no point. That's the whole point about stealing the damn money. Because, I mean, ain't no point in having the goddamn money if you can't flaunt it. You know that's what these niggas, that's the whole point of doing the scheme, was to goddamn get some nookie. They want all the bad. They want that WAP. I mean, what's the point of having the money if you can't use it to get the WAP? And the only way to get the WAP is to be flousy. That's something we do. But that flossing shit come back to bite you in the ass, man. You got to know how to floss. You got to be patient. You 18, you should have waited till you about 30. Then you come on the scene, right? You 18, you waited about a decade. You waited about 28. Then you come on the scene flossing. You stay bumming. You stay fucking keep that money put up. Let this shit blow over. Let these jackasses that was part of the crew get locked up. Stay low. And then you go out and floss. Then you got all this immediate gratification is what get my people up all the time. It gets Black and Latino men. They don't got no patience. They don't got no strategy. They're stupid, right? That immediate gratification is gonna get you every time, man. Look at this fool. He couldn't wait to get it. He looked like a nigga that's not supposed to have that type of money. So they see the post, they start investigating this nigga. He the one got the whole shit blowed up. This nigga, man. Little nigga, man. Little nigga stupid, man. Alleged suspect Seth Godin whips out hundreds of dollars in bills on social media. Look how he's standing, man. Goofy ass. That nigga got on 2 different shoes. Look like that nigga. Oh, look at his goofy ass, man. Look how he's standing. Goddamn goofball, man. Here we go. Here this nigga think he Tony Yayo. He think he Yayo. He got on the skinny jeans. He living his best life, fam. Alleged suspect Seth Godin flashes fraudulent cash from ripping off COVID-19 relief funds. Yeah, man, this guy here, man. These guys, man. It says this office will not hesitate to bring the full weight of the law against the defendants who would pocket public funds that are intended to alleviate the hardship of others. Acting United States Attorney General Mark Lesko said. You know they're gonna bring the full weight on down on these Black and Puerto Rican, Black and Latino men, boys. You know they're gonna bring it. Bring it. We right here. We not go. You know they gonna bring the full weight. We're gonna bring the full weight of the law down on. Won't you go investigate goddamn Hunter Biden? You gonna bring the full weight of the law down on him? Won't you go investigate Trump Jr. and Donald Trump? You gonna bring the full weight of the law down on them? Won't you go investigate Joe Biden? Won't you investigate Nancy Pelosi and see how she always know what exact stock to buy right moments before the shit skyrockets? It's an amazing goddamn, I think she's goddamn, what do you call it? What's the name? What's the lady that used to be able to tell your fortune, tell your future? Regular Miss Cleo, Nancy Pelosi ass is. Somehow she's able to buy stock and goddamn skyrocket. Goddamn, they got 2 million, homie. Jesus Christ, boy, I don't know what the hell them boys. Them boys are technical savages, technical geniuses. Now, what type of technology they was using, but goddamn, boy, I don't want none of that though, because I know they're going about that. They're gonna be gone for 20 or better, and they're gonna lose all of that shit. I hope they had enough sense to give it to some people they love, man. Help some, you know, I mean, their mom, somebody, you know, somebody that they can help out, because your ass is gone anyway. Not just flossed all of it on social media and bought shit and then get everything confiscated. Hopefully somebody get to keep some of that money, because the money that they took is for the people, so they are part of the goddamn people, and so are their families. So I wouldn't say that they 100% schemed and scammed, right? The money, the COVID relief funds was supposed to be for people who needed it, and that is youth that live in New York, and those are young Black and Latino men. So I'm pretty sure, though they probably didn't need, shouldn't have took the whole 2 million, but I'm pretty sure they were among the groups of people that would be in need. Sometimes when you asking and needing help and motherfuckers gonna keep looking you over and passing you by, sometimes you got to go in there and take it. So I'm not saying that I'm 100% against what they did, but I would say that I could understand why a person would be tempted to do that in this climate that we're in, because ain't nobody else gonna help you, right? If you see your goddamn chance to get out and you 18, 19 and you able to pull, listen, man, let me tell you something that reminds me of this story that happened with a white dude did. When Trump was president, you had a white guy who started a fucking business and said he made ventilators. Got 60 million or something from New York. Governor Cuomo paid this guy $60 million for this fucking shell company he created, talking about he created ventilators. The man never created ventilators, had no goddamn ventilators to sell. And New York went into this big ass lawsuit to try to get their money back from this white guy. But guess what you didn't hear when Trump was president? And the way the man got the 60 million when Trump was president and got the ventilator deal back when COVID first started, is all he had to do was tweet to the president, right? He sent the goddamn tweet. This when everybody was losing their shit. Trump was losing their shit. The government was losing their shit because they were looking bad and they thought they were gonna not have enough ventilators. So the guy sends out a goddamn tweet and it says something to the effect, basically he has a company and they specialize in making this type of equipment and ventilators, and Trump go ahead and forwards that information to New York and the Governor Cuomo, and then Governor Cuomo and the state of New York go into a business deal with this guy for the ventilators. Come to find out, again, the company is a bullshit and fraud company. They don't have no ventilators. The guy got the money. I don't know to this day what happened. They never called him despicable. They never called him deplorable. They never said we're going to bring the full extent of the law down on this white guy. Also, you heard was New York was in litigation and filing lawsuits to try to recoup the money. And I think the last I heard on that story was that they were able to get some of the funds back, but it's still a large portion of like that $60 million that is $60 million. It was like some crazy fucking number. It was like, goddamn, $60 million bucks, bro. And that one time, did you hear this attorney general or anybody from New York come out and call this white guy deplorable or despicable? I don't even think the white guy went to jail. It definitely wasn't no talks about we're bringing the full extent of the law down on them. And that was 50 times the amount these couple black kids got. So I don't get, spare me this bullshit. This shows you the double standard and that racism is embedded in almost everything. Right, the racism within the system. If you could just think and tie things together, like a lot of people will forget about that story, and I know about that story, but I remember that happened in New York. I remember Governor Cuomo looked like a jackass, a complete jackass for sending New York into that contract with this goddamn guy who had no goddamn. It basically, like I said, it was all of fucking rules. There were never any fucking ventilators. After they realized that after they gave him the money, he cashed it, he got the money, it was over. Then they talking about they're gonna sue him to try to recoup and get the money back. But it wasn't none of this, we gonna bring the full extent of the law down, right, man, and we gonna send him to jail for we're gonna do what we can to destroy him, right? He took from the people, right? You would think he would took more from the people. This white guy who said he had ventilators and then while people was fucking dying, right? You got people investing in you, talking about you gonna have some life-saving equipment while literally thousands of people are suffering and dying, and then comes to find out you don't have none of it. I would say he hurt the people even more. So I wonder why they didn't say that about the white guy and why they have to say what they had to say about these black kids. I don't know how many people remember that story, but I do. And it's just funny the narratives that these clowns put out. So I wish them kids would have got away with the shit. I hate they got caught, and I hope that they can use some of that money to buy a good lawyer because they gonna need it. People always want to vote like, you know, you just doing that because if you against that shit, you just mad because it wasn't you. You always want to go against the little guy. That's how this system got you. Like, you want to go against your own fucking people. Nah. They look like they probably wouldn't need. Now, all that flaw shit, I said it was stupid for them to do that, right? You should have took the money and did some normal shit, waited about a decade, then you could have did your flaw shit. Now you're going to be spending the rest of your the next 2-3 decades in the goddamn cage in stanky ass New York prison system. So I don't know, man. That's my opinion on this whole shit.